Assalamualaikum, hello everyone, namaste, ni hao. As you can see, we are from Group 45. I'm going to present our project for 2021 Winter Nusantara Project. Our project is based on customer perspective, and the title is Performance of Foodpanda, a study of customer perspective and satisfaction in Malaysia and India. We have 5 members, as the leader is Kabir Raut, the other is Nurul Nosharia binti Abdul Manaf, Nurul Kanitah binti Muhammad Rasid, Omar bin Sharif, and Yu Ru Ong.
Foodpanda is an online food and grocery delivery service platform which is based in Berlin, Germany. Foodpanda is having operation in 12 ASEAN area, which is the largest food delivery and grocery platform in Asia. Foodpanda process and distribute orders to partner restaurant directly, then deliver meals to client via the delivery rider. The service may be accessed via a website or a mobile application. They may order a meal by looking through the restaurant menu and selecting the item that they want, then inputting their address and paying for it online. Foodpanda will then provide an estimate delivery time. The goal of this study is to create an evaluation on Foodpanda service that will allow us to assess performance, analyze the data, and as well as utilize them to obtain a more comprehensive understanding of the efficiency of Foodpanda delivery service. This paper could provide Foodpanda an insight into an aspect they should be focused on for improvement in order to increase their customer satisfaction in the immediate future. Among the weaknesses they have to face are delivery food late, the delivered food is not in good condition, and online order system is that position of the Foodpanda rider cannot be tracked or double charged.
For the literature review, we have 5 variables and 4 of them are independent variables, which are hedonic motivation, convenience motivation, influence of social networking site, and new experience, and all of them depend to customer satisfaction. This is the hypothesis for the relationship between dependent and independent variables. First hypothesis, hedonic motivation positively affect customer satisfaction. Second hypothesis, convenience motivation positively affect customer satisfaction. Third, influence of social networking positively affect customer satisfaction. And last, new experience positively affect customer satisfaction. All hypotheses were expected to have positive relationship between independent and dependent variable. Next is methodology. We were using survey to collect our data, and it was conducted by Google Form. Our target for this survey is the users of Foodpanda in Malaysia and India. Only 104 respondents are qualified to be tested. From the survey, we test data and hypotheses by using Smart PLS software. Before we analyze the data, we have to make sure that our data are valid and reliable. That's why we're using Core-Batch Alpha method. From the table, we can see our data are reliable and ready to be tested. It is because all of our variables has positive result, where composite reliability more than 0.7 and average variance extracted larger than 0.5.
In this section, we had used an introduction of criteria such as confidence interval, p-value, and effect size to establish good criteria for testing the significance of the hypothesis. According to the table, the p-value of hypothesis 1 is 0.001, which is less than the significance level of 0.05, with a standardized beta of 0.206. This shows a meaningful relationship between hedonic motivation and the customer satisfaction, which was positively related to customer satisfaction. Thus, H1 was supported. Next, hypothesis 2 has a p-value of 0.000, which is lower than significance level of 0.05. It is reflect a positive, significant relationship between convenience, motivation, and customer satisfaction. So, hypothesis 2 was also supported. The following hypothesis is hypothesis 3 was supported because the p-value of influence of social networking site is 0.017, which is less than the significance level of 0.05. Then the coefficient beta for this hypothesis is 0.171. Hence, influence of social networking site was significantly related to customer satisfaction. The last hypothesis, hypothesis 4, was also supported. New experience was tested significantly to be the factor that positively influenced to the customer satisfaction towards Foodpanda, as it produced a p-value of 0.018, which is less than 0.05 with 0.174 of standardized beta. Based on this table, all of variable has positive standardized beta value, so there is positive relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. All of the p-value less than 0.05. Hence, all variables are significant.
So, in conclusion, I would like to say that our study on Foodpanda examined the relationship of hedonic motivation, convenience motivation, influence of social networking apps and sites, and new experience with customer satisfaction towards its brand by applying the service rudiments attained from former studies and in-depth discussions of experts and scholars to estimate the client perception and satisfaction towards Foodpanda. Now, it was found that the hedonic motivation had a significant positive effect on customer satisfaction. However, the influence of social networking site only had a minor impact on customer satisfaction. New experience also had a positive influence on customer satisfaction, but the impact was minor. So in a nutshell, we can say that the users of Foodpanda were highly satisfied with the delivery speed and delivery time, freshness of food, and sales promotion and the user friendliness of the app. However, they were not satisfied with the delivery charges and they claimed that it was very high, and the restaurants did not also provide any discounts on the food orders. Now, to overcome this, we would like to add some suggestions or recommendations to Foodpanda, like providing access and transaction convenience through innovation, improving app or website and making it more interactive, like it would be playing a game, using the social media power to keep the customers abreast with the promotions or news related to the problems, and finally, spending more time on interface building, thus creating a great UI and a user experience for the customers. With this, I would like to conclude the presentation. Thank you all for your patient listening.